Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser Monty G. It's time to review the latest horror movie that is airing on Peacock, starring Kevin Bacon. Yes, he's back in the woods. This time, the horror movie, a slasher film called They Slash Them. Now, They Slash Them is a 2022 American slasher film that was written and directed by John Logan. Now, the film stars Kevin Bacon, Theo Germain, Anna Klumsky, and Carrie Preston. Now, in this film, a group of LGBTQ people who are attending a gay conversion camp are targeted by a mass killer. Oh no! When it comes to horror movies, we've had our share of them where the leads were members of the LGBTQ community. Whether it's films like The Perfection and Fear Street, where the leads were a lesbian couple, or 2017's horror film B&B that has a male couple as the leads. They have been present in many horror films, especially I would say horror films, right? Especially now in modern horror films, especially slasher films. Now, what we haven't seen in horror films, particularly slasher films, is where the whole cast is part of that community. And that's what screenwriter John Logan tried to do in his directorial debut in a slasher film called They Slash Them. They, them, with slash in between, but it's called They Slash Them. Now, taking place at a gay conversion camp called Whistler Camp, we see the owner, Owen Whistler, along with his wife, Cora, and their staff, welcome in a group of LGBTQ young people who are attending the camp for reasons we find out during the first act of the movie. As we learn more about these people and their issues, a mass killer prowls the area looking to find their next victim. Oh no, yes, we have that. Now, I know a lot of people, including myself, but especially members of the LGBTQ community, wants this film to be successful, and it does during the first half of the film. We have some very dramatic and powerful character development, especially from Jordan, who is trans and non-binary, who made a deal with his religious family to attend the camp. We also have Kim, who comes from a very super conservative family and neighborhood, but is also a closeted lesbian. It seems like she wants to please her family, but unfortunately she is not satisfied because she's not happy because she's not who she wants to be. Then we have Stu, the typical jock character that we've seen before in slasher films, but is trying so hard not to be gay. He thinks if he comes out being gay, he's not going to get the type of scholarships. He's going to get shunned by his friends and everybody else. Again, a person who is not being happy because he's not being who he should be. Now, we get all this emotion and great character development from not only that, but from other characters. We have Alexandra, she's also a transgender woman. We get other people in this film, and they all get a good start off. I like how Kevin Bacon's character Owen seems to be good natured, and he seems to be willing to go on ahead and not force anything on them. And like I said before, while it does get off to a good start, it seems like John Logan couldn't find a way to follow through as this film falls flat during the second act of the movie. And problem is there is no tension or suspense, and nothing really happens to anyone, at least not towards the second act of the film. And when it does, the kills are dull and uncreative. If John was too afraid to go the extra mile, he might offend people. I mean, come on, this is a slasher film. Do what you're supposed to do. It's like, yeah, they're part of this community, but this is a slasher film. You got to do it. You got to go that extra mile. There is no gotcha moment as when the true purpose of the camp is revealed or when the killer is revealed. It's both are lackluster at best. It's like, okay, we knew this was going to happen, but where is that moment? Or, okay, we know that's the killer, but where is that moment? It's just, okay, and that's it. I think it's serviceable because Kevin Bacon does a good job as Owen, a man, as I stated before, seems to be good-natured, seems that he is willing to accept the people who they are, but we all know there's more behind that unnatural grin that he has. Of anyone that really stands out is Theo Germain stands out as the most as Jordan, as they had the worst backstory, and you feel so sorry for them. But to be honest, you feel sorry for most of them as you hear their stories as to why they came to the camp. You can know that it comes from the real life struggles that many in the LGBTQ community deal with, whether it's from their families or even the events that are taking place today. I mean, the pressures, the unaccepting the unaccepted. I mean, you feel sorry for Alexandra because she has a brother that she truly loves, and the brother loves him, but because her family can't accept the fact that, you know, she who she really wants to be, they're willing to cut her off and not have him see her brother again. I mean, that's the problem anybody in this community has to go through with, and you feel that in the stories that they tell. And like I said, while the film starts off strong, it falters and falls flat on its face, lacking any atmosphere, no tension, no suspense, no creative kills, no gore, blood, and a killer. And a killer, and it lacks a killer that has a better motivation in order for this to be a successful slasher film. I don't know what John was thinking, but I think he should stick to writing, and that's it. Because this guy, you got to understand, this guy wrote Skyfall. He wrote Gladiator. He's a good, decent screenwriter, but sometimes you should just stick what you're good with, and that's just writing. Let somebody else handle the direction. So I'm going to give they slash them. I'm going to give it 1.5 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. 1.5 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. Really couldn't call it fair because it's just so disappointing in that second half. It started off strong. You had great character development. You really feel for these characters and the stories that they tell and some of the things that they go through throughout the film. And then it just falls totally flat. I mean, even they had this semi twist that takes place during the right around the end of the second act of the film, but even that does nothing to give this film the jolt that it needs. So there you have it. That is my review and video for today. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, like, and share because you know it helps out with that YouTube algorithm. And also, have you seen They Slash Stay? Right now, it is playing on Peacock. If you have, please leave your comments in the comments section below and tell me what you thought about the film. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button, ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime I put up new videos such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G, and always remember that horror rules. And I see you in my next video. I'm out.